Iran launches Fattah Hypersonic missile, a game-changing weapon in conflict with Israel? Iran's use of the Fattah Hypersonic missile in an attack on Israel has raised questions about the future of missile defense systems and the military balance. The Middle East. Fattah missile in action on June 18th. Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps (IRGC) announced that it had deployed the Fattah hypersonic ballistic missile in an attack on targets in Israel, marking the first time the weapon has been used in an actual combat environment. There have been reports that Iran launched the Fattah missile against Israel in October 2024, but Tehran has never confirmed this. According to the IRGC, the Fattah missile penetrated Israel's multi-layered missile defense system in the 11th wave of the True Promise 3 operation, in response to Israeli airstrikes on a series of Iranian military and civilian targets on June 13th. The IRGC declared that the use of Fattah was the beginning of the end of Israel's sacred missile defense network. The IRGC asserted Fattah, a powerful and extremely mobile missile, has continuously shaken bunkers in Israel, sending a clear message about Iran's power. Unstoppable weapon Fattah was first introduced by Iran in June 2023, with a range of about 1,400 kilometers. According to Iranian media, the missile uses a hypersonic glide vehicle (HGV), which can reach a terminal speed of Mach 13 to Mach 15. That is 13 to 15 times the speed of sound, 16,000 to 18,000 kilometers per hour, making it nearly impossible to intercept. Hypersonic glide vehicles were first put into service by Russia in the late 2010s, followed by China. Iran has only developed this type of weapon in recent years, after North Korea tested the Hwasong-8 missile with the ability to carry HGVs in September 2021. Observers said the technology could quickly be transferred to Iran, a country with which Pyongyang has had a long-standing missile cooperation since the 1980s. In fact, Israel has struggled to intercept even simpler ballistic missiles, including those made by the Houthi forces in Yemen. In that context, dealing with hypersonic missiles like Fattah is a major challenge for any air defense system. Tactics of use despite its superior speed and maneuverability, the Fattah missile still has some limitations. First of all, this type of missile does not carry a nuclear or thermonuclear warhead, which limits the destructive power in an attack. In addition, it is still unclear how many Fattah missiles Iran currently owns, as well as their economic and military effectiveness compared to other conventional missiles. In the June 18th raid, Iran most likely used Fattah missiles to target Israel's key air defense systems, creating conditions for cheaper ballistic missiles to penetrate the air defense network. Military Watch magazine commented. Information about the damage on the Israeli side, especially military-related damage, cannot be independently verified. One reason is that Israel restricts people from filming and sharing videos of missiles hitting their targets, posting or broadcasting a program showing exactly where a missile landed on Israeli territory is a danger to national security. I believe that anyone who does so will be considered to be harming national security and will be dealt with accordingly, Israeli National Security Minister Ben-Gvir said earlier this week. On June 18th, Iran claimed to have attacked several specific targets, including to Mossad and Israeli military intelligence facilities in Tel Aviv. Viral video showed smoke rising from a building in Herzliya, where Mossad had a training facility. Although Israel confirmed that it had intercepted most of the missiles, many reports indicated heavy damage to infrastructure. In fact, Iran's recent ballistic missile attacks have far exceeded Western expectations, as Israel's ammunition stockpiles are depleted. Its interception capabilities are also declining. Systems such as the Arrow, Barak 8, and David Sling, designed to intercept medium-range missiles, are now believed to have very few interceptor rounds left. Support from the U.S. system, or Aegis destroyers in the region, only partially eases the burden on Israel, a weapon that can change the course of the conflict. According to Military Watch magazine, although Fattah is considered one of Iran's most powerful long-range missiles today, it is still too early to confirm the actual level of influence on the battlefield. The impact of this weapon depends on its accuracy, the target chosen, the size of the missile arsenal, as well as the speed of production. If Tehran's claims that the Fattah is capable of precision strikes and Iran has produced sufficient quantities are true, the weapon would not only change the course of the current conflict with Israel, but also raise doubts about the effectiveness of the world's current missile defense systems.